been a while actually since I have done a first impressions in general, let alone on a cushion foundation. So I got my hands on the new Maybelline Dream Cushion. So I ordered this guy off of Amazon. I will put a link down in the description box below where I got mine. The shade that I got is 30 Warm Nude, so I kind of just went blindly into it and picked a shade I am hoping will match, so we will find out. And this is supposed to be a fresh face liquid foundation for on the go. So if you guys have been with me for a while, you guys will know that I've actually reviewed a Maybelline cushion before. This is the Maybelline Pure BB Mineral Cushion BB Fresh, which I reviewed, I want to say like 8 months ago. Morgan, when you're editing this, double check and let us know how long ago it was. It was 9 months ago. You're welcome, Morgan. But I got it from China, so the writing on this is Japanese. However, good grief, why are we being so loud today? Okay, now that they're done. And so now they have launched a Western or American US equivalent. So this will be launching in the drugstores if it hasn't already. So if you want to check out this review, I will link it down below. I did really enjoy this BB cushion, so we will see how this cushion foundation does. So the packaging is quite simple. Actually, I kind of like the Asian version better, and you can see the packaging is quite small. So my experience in the past with cushion... A lot of people drive in very loud vehicles today. I really don't know why everyone's being so noisy when I decide to film. Ugh. So this is what the inside of it looks like. Let's go ahead and open it up. I actually am pretty well versed on cushion foundations. I have done like a whole comprehensive review. I think there was like 32 cushions in that, which I will also put here if you guys want to see some of my different experiences with different cushion foundations, both Asian cushion foundations and also Western cushion foundations, high-end, low-end. I got a whole spectrum for you guys. Luckily this looks like it will match my skin. Okay, this looks like a very saturated cushion, so I'm going to very lightly press my sponge in here. Woo! Alright. Okay, so now that we are nice and close, we can get a before of my skin. Luckily, I'm not experiencing any breakouts at the moment, and I do have a little bit of sunscreen on my skin. I have the Skin Food Aloe Watery Sun Water Gel and SPF 50 on my skin because I wear a sunscreen every single day, and I also don't think that this offers any SPF protection in it whatsoever. No, it does not, at least it doesn't say so on the packaging. So I am wearing this, and like I do in most first impressions, I'm not going to wear a powder, concealer, primer with this cushion foundation because I like to see how foundations wear on their own. Okay, so the match is pretty decent on my skin. It smells like paint. And the coverage is pretty good. Honestly, this is a little orangey for me. I kind of prefer my foundations to look a bit more neutral. This is pretty warm. You can't tell, it's like fairly yellow looking. I have actually never really tried Maybelline foundations in general. Have I tried Maybelline? I'm sure I have at some point in my life, but I just haven't recently. So I don't have a lot of experience with Maybelline foundations. So far, this actually looks really nice. Like the finish of it looks really nice. Again, I'm not really too crazy about the shade for some reason. It's a little too orange/yellow, and it's not translating in camera because in the camera it actually looks like almost a perfect match. But for some reason in real life, I am picking up too much of a warm undertone. So obviously this is warm nude, so that's why, but I think they only had 6 shades available, so the shade range is not necessarily as wide as, say, the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion, because this actually does have the cool, neutral, and warm undertones, so you can kind of pick which one you think suits your skin tone best. I will say about this foundation is I love the coverage of this. It definitely has more coverage than the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion, and it has about the same amount of coverage as the BB cushion that I got from China. a couple months back. So that's something that I really like about this cushion foundation. Sometimes it's a little hard because that's not exactly the natural tendency of cushion foundations. Usually they do have a little bit lighter coverage, but the coverage of this is really, really nice. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I don't need any concealer or any type of correction on my skin, which is a definite bonus. And now, I know a lot of times people are like, well, you don't have pimples or acne or anything like that at the moment. However, I do like to get that like flawless, perfectly even type of look like anyone else does. And so even when my skin is in good condition, I will still use a concealer at least under my eyes. Also, this was super quick to blend. It didn't take much effort whatsoever. The finish of this is really nice, and I think that it will the finish of this is also really nice and natural. I don't know if you guys can tell. And like I do with my first impressions, I will check in with you guys throughout the day, give you guys close-ups, and share with you guys at the end of the day what my skin looks like and my final thoughts. So yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. So it is my second check-in of the day. It is now 3:46 p.m., which means I've had this cushion foundation on my skin for about 4.5 hours. So just to kind of show you guys kind of what my skin looks like at the moment after wearing it for about half the day, I feel like this has gotten a little bit darker on my skin. I feel like since I've had this on for a couple hours now, it's definitely oxidized a little bit on my skin. I kind of mentioned this when I was applying this initially. It is a little bit too orange. I know that I did get the warm nude, however, it's not necessarily too dark for my skin, it is just too orange for my skin. So it's kind of like I wish they had better selections as far as undertone goes, but again, like I said earlier, I could probably easily correct that with a little bit of powder and concealer. Now it's definitely gotten a little bit more dewy looking as well, so if you guys have oily skin, I would definitely say you probably have to set this with a powder because it definitely has gotten a little bit more shiny throughout the day, and I'm sure it will just get shinier as the day goes on. The coverage is still there. I feel like it hasn't moved around a lot, and it also hasn't really sunk into my pores. Hasn't sunk into like my fine lines or anything too bad. I can see it a little creasing just a teeny tiny bit. But again, that's just me being nitpicky. So overall, besides the tone of the foundation, I think it is really nice so far. So yeah, I will see you guys in a couple hours, and let's go ahead and jump into the close-ups in natural and artificial lighting. Hey guys, so it is my final check-in of the night. Obviously, I look pretty worn and tired because it is about 8 o'clock. And so yeah, I've had this foundation on for pretty much all day, looking at it and kind of telling you guys what I'm seeing. It did, like I mentioned earlier, get more oily throughout the day, of course, which is, you know, what foundations usually do unless they're like super matte formulas. So I would say that this does look pretty shiny, but like I said, if I were to wear this again, I would most likely use powder with it. I think that the color hasn't gotten much darker. It did oxidize, but it's okay. It doesn't sink into my pores, which is really nice considering it is a more high coverage cushion foundation, and also considering that I didn't set it with powder, I think that is a really good thing. Overall, I'd say it still looks pretty good. Like, I still feel like I have a lot of foundation on my face. Obviously around my eyes and stuff, it's more my eye makeup that's smudging and kind of looking not so great, but I am actually super impressed with this cushion foundation. It's definitely more on the foundation side of makeup versus like a BB cream or a CC cream. Honestly, if you're looking to try a cushion foundation from the US Drugstore, I think this is a really nice cushion foundation. I'm pretty happy with it besides the shade and the color, which I'm sure if I got something that wasn't so warm, I would like this a lot more. I do wish that they had, like L'Oreal has, where they have the different undertones to it. However, I still think this is a really, really nice cushion foundation, and of course it's affordable since it is drugstore. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the close-ups now. What you guys think. If you have tried this cushion foundation, or if you tried any other cushion foundations from the drugstore, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and I hope this was helpful if you're looking into this. As always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!